There are trillions of planets in the universe, and some of them are so extreme, so hostile, and so strange that they feel more like nightmares than real places. Planets where glass rains sideways in hurricane-like winds, worlds where the sky is literally on fire, and even planets where time itself behaves in ways we don't fully understand. In this video, we are going to explore 9 of the most terrifying planets ever discovered or theorized, and by the end, you'll realize Earth might be the only place in the universe that actually feels safe. Let's begin. HD 189733b looks almost peaceful from far away. Deep blue, glowing softly like Earth's oceans, but this is one of the most violent planets ever discovered. Winds on this planet reach over 5,000 miles per hour, which is several times faster than the strongest hurricanes on Earth. And the sky doesn't just rain water, it rains molten glass. Silicate particles in the atmosphere are heated to extreme temperatures, then blown sideways by supersonic winds. The result is glass rain moving fast enough to sandblast anything in its path. Even if you could survive the heat, you will be shredded by the atmosphere itself. WASP-12b is a planet that is actively being destroyed in real time. It orbits so close to its star that gravity is physically pulling it apart. The planet is stretched into an oval shape, slowly losing its atmosphere into space like a leaking balloon. But the destruction doesn't stop there. Temperatures are so high that molecular bonds begin to break down completely. Chemistry itself starts to fail. And over time, scientists believe this planet will be fully consumed by its star. 55 Cancri, however you pronounce it, is often described as a super-Earth, but that name is a little bit misleading. This is not a place like Earth at all. Half of the planet is believed to be covered in oceans of molten lava, constantly shifting and reshaping the surface. But the strangest part is what it might be made of. Because of the extreme pressure and carbon-rich composition, scientists believe large portions of this planet could literally be diamond. Imagine standing on a world where beneath burning lava, there are continents of crystallized carbon, a planet of fire and diamonds. Beautiful, but completely uninhabitable. HD 80606b has one of the most extreme climate swings ever discovered. For most of its orbit, the planet sits far away from its star in deep cold. Then everything changes. It swings inward on a slightly elongated orbit, coming extremely close to its star in just a few hours. The result is one of the fastest temperature shifts ever observed on a planet. It is a planet where seasons don't gradually change, they just snap. This one is a little bit closer to home. Jupiter is not just a planet, it is a system of chaos on a massive scale. Its Great Red Spot is a storm larger than Earth that has been raging for at least 400 years. But that is only one part of the story. Jupiter's atmosphere contains lightning bolts that are far more powerful than anything on Earth. Its winds form massive bands of storms that circle the entire planet, and its magnetic field is so strong it creates radiation zones capable of damaging electronics from millions of miles away. COROT, or Corot 7b, is so close to its star that parts of its surface are literally molten rock. But it gets even stranger than that. The heat is strong enough to vaporize the rock into the atmosphere. Then, as that material moves to the cooler side of the planet, it condenses and falls back down as stone rain. So this is a world where the weather cycle is rock evaporating and then falling back down again. A planet where it rains stones instead of water. Kepler 10b is locked in a brutal gravitational relationship with its star. One side always faces the sun, baked in permanent heat. That side is a continuous ocean of lava. The other side is locked in darkness, frozen and lifeless. The temperature difference between the two sides creates supersonic winds racing across the surface, trying to balance the heat. It is a world split into two extremes, fire and ice, locked forever in conflict. TRES-2b is one of the darkest planets ever discovered. It reflects almost no light at all, making it appear like a floating shadow in space. Scientists believe it absorbs nearly all light that hits it, reflecting less than coal or black paint. And yet, despite being so dark, it is still extremely hot. It glows faintly from eternal heat, but remains visually almost invisible against the backdrop of space. This is a planet that does not shine, but it consumes. OGLE 2005 BLG 390 LB, holy crap, is one of the coldest known planets in the universe. It drifts in deep space far from any significant warmth. Temperatures are so low that carbon dioxide freezes into solid ice on the surface. It is a frozen super-Earth with no atmosphere, no weather, and no light. There's just endless cold stretching across a silent world. No wind, no sound, no movement, only stillness. These planets are not science fiction. They exist somewhere in the universe right now. Some are burning, some are freezing, some are being torn apart by gravity itself. And compared to them, Earth feels incredibly rare. So the question becomes this: if planets like this exist, what else is waiting out there in the universe that we haven't discovered yet? Thank you for tuning in to this video, and if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video and you want to learn more about space and geography, please consider subscribing. Thank you very much.